22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is. But to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. That's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. And Newton's going to keep it. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the perimeter.
But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
It's the second straight season of 9 sacks for Brian Burns, who continues to ascend as one of the league's best young pass rushers.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Graham. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And Panthers ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Here's Newton. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Zane Gonzalez, the former Browns kicker, out for the field goal against his old teammates. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. On the scramble there, gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 4. Graham going to set up to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Matt Ioannidis bullying his way in and sticking him to the turf. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid.
Under pressure, they got him again. Brian Burns in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And take it right on the 30. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. He'll get it inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing is Newton. Touchdown, Panthers! From 3 yards out. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On play action, Graham. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 2nd and 12, Newton over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Newton. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! A 24-yard touchdown. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Play action. It's Graham. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Out of the shotgun, Graham. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Graham. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now Graham. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Newton's throw complete there to Moore. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They go play action with Graham. Complete to Newsom. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Brown going up the middle. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Here's Graham to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. On the move past the 40. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
There goes a deep ball, end zone, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
20. On 1st down, Newton. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another 1st down, as this time they get an even 20. Newton. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. To the air again, Newton. This is caught, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week one is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And they go play action now. Graham. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down and 4. Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game. And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Browns drive about to get started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Graham looking to throw on second down. Pressure comes and down he goes. Brian Burns able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And they will take over first and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another first and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.